Hi guys, my name is Joe, and welcome to Fighting Words, the martial arts library. On this channel I review martial arts books and talk about other martial arts related subjects. This is a segment I call Media Fight Mondays, so on the first and third Mondays of every month I take a fight scene from movies, television, animation, and so on, and I break down the action and I grade them based on realism and storytelling value. This is a fight scene from the movie Savate, which came out in 1995. Now, because this took place in the 90s, we had to have a martial arts tournament, even though the setting is the American West in 1865. So we have our hero practices the titular art of Savate, French foot fighting, kickboxing, played by Olivier Grenier. His character is Joseph Charlegrand, and he is facing off against a Brazilian fighter, I don't think he gets a name, played by Eric Betts. As far as the background of the actors go, Betts is a self-described, self-taught martial artist and acrobat, while Grenier has a background in karate and kickboxing. I think in the mid-80s he was actually a regional kickboxing champion. There's a bit of a story behind this fight scene. We're a little far into the movie at this point. Also, this is one of the longest fights in the movie. So they're holding Charlegrand's female friend. There was sort of a will they won't they thing going on, if I recall. She's being held hostage. He's just found out about that. And like, you're going to lose the next fight or she's going to get it. And of course, the Brazilian fighter doesn't know anything about that. As far as the fight choreography goes, there were a lot of people listed as choreographers and assistant choreographers for this film, including Betts and Grenier. So I'm just going to operate under the assumption that these two lifelong martial artists sort of figured this out by themselves. As one might expect, the fighter from Brazil is going to be featuring Capoeira, or something that looks like it. And our Savate fighter's confused, because he's supposed to lose, but he doesn't want to lose. It's a crescent kick, he pushes him into the ropes. And he's mostly just avoiding contact. You get a cartwheel, a punch, and then a wrist flip thing. Front kick, he sweeps him, grabs his arm, and is gonna punch him, but no, I can't win this. So he lets him go. Another front kick, he flips out of it. Hook kick is missed. Low kick is blocked. It's hard to tell whether those are crescent kicks or round kicks. But he's throwing a lot of hook kicks. Alright, round kick. He's following through on the round kicks, which is not typical of Savate. Winds up. Throws a hellacious uppercut. Knocks the Brazilian fighter out of the ring. And it's a fight. So not really a whole lot going on there that was part of the fight itself. We see Charlegrand avoiding a lot of contact early on. And we see the Brazilian fighter not really knowing anything one way or another, and is just advancing with kicks. As far as the realism goes, and in this I'm going to include a little bit of authenticity, that the round kicks from Savate typically spend a lot of time hinging at the knee and striking with the point of the shoe. That wasn't really what we got here. Capoeira does include things like, cartwheels and front kicks. I would have expected a lot of spinning kicks and a lot more sweeps from Capoeira. And in fact, at this time in Capoeira's development, there's a style called regional, or regional, which has the more acrobatic moves. The earlier style was called Angola, which is a lot closer to the ground. It utilizes a lot more trips and sweeps and even tackling and some headbutts, and we didn't see anything there. So the martial arts history nerd in me is going to take some points off for that. As far as the overall realism, I appreciate Eric Bett's athleticism and acrobatic ability. Most people aren't just going to be flipping out of leg grabs. And then there were the repeated, round kick, hook kick, hook kick, round kick, hook kick, round kick, like nobody's going to sit there and take all that. I hate to do this because I do like the idea behind the movie, but if we're grading this on realism, and I 100% am, D+, and the plus is for the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of fantastical elements in there. Like I said, there was a little bit in the way of acrobatics and doing that wrist flippy thing that I don't see that working. As far as storytelling goes, there was a lot of the story surrounding this fight that happened outside the ring. But as far as what was going on in the ring, we did see Charles Legrand trying to avoid the conflict, really not sure of what his move was. Like, I can't really damage this guy, but also I don't want to get hit. Getting hit isn't going to do me any favors. I would say that didn't really sell the idea of like you have to lose, but he was more like, I'm not supposed to win. And there was a point, and I sort of cut it out, but he figures out based on where he notices a henchman hanging out. It's like, oh, they got my girl over there. And after that, he sort of picks things up. So it's not without a story. And there are some nuances that I like. I think it could have been better. To reference another fight, Roper in his fight in Enter the Dragon in the tournament, he's straight up just taking punches in order for his buddy to convince somebody to bet against him more. Now that's how you start losing a fight. And we didn't really see a whole lot of that here. I'm going to say a B- for storytelling because there was an element of storytelling there. I just think it could have been better. So anyway, thank you for following along with me. That's all I have for this week, and I'll see you guys later.